Hey, how are you? This is Jay Morris MUA. I am actually on my way to a photo shoot. It's a little early in the morning. I'm a little still trying to kind of shake the early morningness, rolling out the houseness off. I wanted to do a really quick review before I got into my shoot. I'm there a little early right now. As you can tell, I have absolutely no makeup on my face at all. This is my regular skin in all its glory. Um, and usually, if I have a really low key day, I would just put on the absolute bare minimum amount of coverage. And for me, bare minimum is a little bit of concealer, a little bit of powder to set the concealer, grooming my eyebrows, and then maybe like light lip gloss. That's like a absolute bare minimum. So I thought it would be a good idea to just show you one of my concealers that I like to use on a daily basis, which is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And the color that I use is Toffee. So I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit how sometimes just putting on a tiny little bit of coverage, even if you don't want like to make a statement that you have a lot of makeup on your face, can at least kind of clean up how you look and help to minimize or remove your bags up under your eyes. So let me tell you a little bit about this concealer. I've been actually using this year. um, it's not really a full coverage concealer, although if you put on different layers of it, kind of like layered and then layered another layer, you probably could get some pretty strong wear out of it. I wouldn't recommend it if you had really intense bags that you were trying to cover, but if you kind of had, like normal bags all the way up to maybe medium bags, per your discretion, might be worth your while. This is a concealer that can be found a lot of different places. I tend to see it a lot at the neighborhood beauty supply stores that you see all over the place. You can find it online also if you just Google LA Girl Pro Conceal. There are a lot of places to sell it. One negative about this line is that it does not have a lot of really light shades for a lot of you out there who would need more, I guess, shades that would tend towards like porcelain, kind of really light in that range. You probably would not be too happy with this, but if that is not a color range that you're looking for, then you might be able to find something that works. So I use the Toffee, which to me, I feel like probably is maybe a little too red for me, but I blend it out and I make it work. You're not always going to get an exact match with everything. I think that these tend to be maybe about $3 or so. Is really inexpensive. I like it. I've used it for a while now. So let me squirt a little out. And I'm gonna do this eye so that you can see. So it has kind of like a felt tip pen applicator. So you squeeze some out, and then just kind of put it, where you kind of want a little coverage. And I like to put a little bit at a time, blend it out, and then put a little more because you don't want to put too much on. And then I'm going to take my trusty little middle finger, not to do any rude gestures to anybody, but to blend the concealer out. And then I usually, I'm shaking the camera, sorry, but I usually do like a stipple motion to blend my concealer in. It looks a little lighter in this light. Let me see. Like I said, if you were to see me really up close, my makeup artist critique is that maybe I would use probably one that was a little more yellow than this one sometimes with how it looks on my face. But I like to have a little bit of a highlight up under the eye. I think it helps to really kind of awaken the face. So see, that was not too complicated at all. So I mean, we haven't addressed the rest of this, but we have just kind of done concealer at this point. I haven't set it. I've actually worn this concealer without setting it, and it has not creased that much on me. But if you can see, I didn't put on a lot, and then I really blended it in, which is kind of the trick when you're using really anything on your face. You need to make sure you blend it. So my favorite blender is my finger. So like I said, this is not like the whole finished complete face, and I don't want it down the bridge of my nose, making my nose look like, you know, too light or anything like that, but just kind of in the area up under my eye. It kind of wakes my face up. So if you look at this side of my face, and then you look at this side of my face, you know, no bag. You can see. So you still see a little indentation because that's just, you know, a little more face fat right there, and it's a little less right there. But in terms of the actual bag, it helps to remove it away. So probably what I would do from this point forward, just like I said, to have a really simple look, is to just kind of set this with a really light powder, groom my eyebrows a little bit, and probably put on some lip gloss. But that'll probably be it. If I wanted to balance my forehead out a little bit, I could put a little bit up here, not to do that whole like tribal highlight conceal thing that people do, but just to kind of blend a little into this area of my face because it tends to be a little darker. They call it facial masking for women of color. So sometimes I tend to have a little bit of darkness in this part of my face. So sometimes I balance it out just a little bit. I'll pull a little bit of lightness right there to balance my forehead out. And I could even see how my forehead is a little darker than, you know, the rest of my face. I usually correct that. But, and I could put a little more if I wanted to. But like I said, basically what I'm doing is just kind of making my face clean and neat enough so I can just kind of have a, you know, a normal day without looking tired or anything like that. And usually people are like, oh, you know, you don't have anything on. I'm like, I do have on a little bit. And as you can see, I did just put on a little bit. So if you like what you saw, go ahead and pick some of this out. Look, you can Google it. Like I said, you can go to a beauty supply store, see if you can find it. It's really inexpensive, maybe like $3 per tube. Check it out and see if it'll work for you. If not, give it to a friend. Have a good day. This is J Morris MUA. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and I'll speak with you soon. Bye.